Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another episode of GD Series. What is this, episode 6 now? Yeesh, I'm starting to lose count. This is a really random episode that I actually have been chewing on for a while, since I didn't think I had enough evidence to support it. But now, I think I do. And also, since pretty much the only thing I've been doing is covering, Xender Game, I decided to, not cover Xender Game for, once. So, yeah. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first off, I'm sure you all know of Boomslayer by Armor Ultra, or at the very least, Armor Ultra himself, or Boomslayer. You probably recognize one of those names. But if you don't, Boomslayer is this really cool, it is, you could say it's health themed, but I'd say non-conventional. It's not just red color channel everywhere, and glow, 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 glow. It's more of a cartoony style of the really sick boss fight, which you can see on screen now, where he killed this weird machine thing. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it's based off of the video game Doom, and specifically the Doom series. Specifically, the release of Doom Eternal in March of 2020. Anyways, and this other level called Magnum Opus, meaning either great work according to Google Translate or masterpiece according to actual trustable sources in Latin, which has a similar theme. Right off the bat, you can tell death is a prominent theme, from the skulls and the block deco, everywhere, skulls are actually, a main part of the block decoration, especially in the later parts of the level, to the grayscale color scheme. There's also a boss here in this level as well. I mean, it's not like an actual boss, you don't really beat it, it just throws things at you, but it still looks cool nonetheless. This thing that looks kind of like the Angel of Death, if anything. The level ends on a really sudden note, but apparently this is due to the creator not having enough groups to continue it to any worthwhile extent. But, why am I mentioning these two random levels? Why? Am I just here to waste your time? No. I am here to prove that these levels aren't just related. I'm here to prove that they are so related that Magnum Opus is in fact Boomslayer's unofficial sequel. Let's get into it. Now, I'm sure you're saying, okay, we have two dark theme levels, so what? They look nothing alike. Just because they're decorated the same doesn't mean they're related. And you're right. To a point. Boomslayer seemed to take half place inside of some type of city that's been taken over, and the other half takes place inside what we can assume is the HE double hockey sticks land itself, filled with lava, demons, skulls, all this cool stuff. Now, this part right here is what we want to focus on. See these little floating island things in the background? They look quite original, some chains connecting them like the such floating above the city. But, let me show you this part from Magnum Opus. See something? The same island, chains and all, are right there. Now, why would a piece of unique decoration, the chains are not seen anywhere else in Magnum Opus or, Boomslayer, if I am correct, why would these two really random, unique pieces of decoration be seen in the same level? The Mona Magnum Opus has chains as well, and is floating, and has a similar kind of jagged look. If it doesn't mean that they're related. So, if that's not enough to convince you, let me show you some more pieces of evidence. So in Boomslayer, these eye things are seen especially in this one ship part where you just fly through it and all just kind of look at you what are you doing here? And they are in Magnum Opus as well, but that's more of a minor detail. They're not really seen, they're seen in this weird ship part floating around, but you can't really tell their eyes unless you turn the brightness up. And in the ball part right here, you can see the little eye just glaring at you, similar to the ship in Boomslayer. They look at you. But I say another really big piece of evidence is right here, this throne room area. In Boomslayer, you can faintly see it in the background. I'm showing it right there, a picture of it. It's really hard to see, but you can see this figure on it that looks well, the Boom Boss, or Boom Bar, whatever it's called. I don't really know. A similar looking throne with a similar looking figure makes an appearance in Magnum Opus, however, as well, but it makes much more prominent focus since it's in that little ship part with the skulls. It's the main background feature compared to Boomslayer, where it's just a little minor detail. The figure on the throne is different, which actually supports my theory, not detract from it, since why would a guy that's be dead be on the throne again? It's because this is another dude on the throne or whatever. There's a lot more minor details that connect these two levels, but I'm just gonna stop wasting your time and just cut to how I think these two relate and what this means and what this series is as a whole. Okay, finally, let's talk how these two levels relate. Chronologically, I think Boom Slayer is in fact the first level, and the Magnum Opus is like an extension, a sequel of sorts, like something that you don't need to watch to like get a grasp on what's going on, but something that is still cool to watch and adds on to the story nonetheless. This is how I think the story goes. Okay, so in Boom Slayer, demons start taking over Earth. They start invading. Humanity is in chaos, anarchy. They're losing the battle. So they send this really cool guy called the Boom Slayer to kill their head honcho, supposedly. So he goes into their land, storms their little castle, like this device area, and manages to take down the Boom Slayer. After the Boom Slayer was killed, one of the main leaders in the underworld, we can assume, humanity thought that their spew of the demons was done, but the demons just wouldn't stop. They continued their pursuit. They just kept on attacking. The attacks kept on getting minor and minor, but humanity was fed up. They were not having any of it. Humanity decided to end the fight once and for all. They told the Boom Slayer to go on one final mission. To find the lost souls the demons took and hunt down and kill the Angel of Death or whatever that flappy thing is. I don't know what it's called. It never said its name. I'm just going to call it that. The mastermind behind this plan. What if they win? We don't know. The level just ends, just cuts off. But we can only hope. Hope for a bright future. Hope that we won. I don't know if the creator of Magnum Opus will extend it in the future. I honestly hope he does. There actually is like, I think 3 or 4 minutes of song left after it's done. But that's it. That's all for today, folks. This is SC500 from GD Theories, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.